No, I didn't. You did. Ashes we fall. You kissed your uncle, your brother, your mother, your father. Like, let's be honest, we home Alabama, right? You probably live in Alabama. You're speaking from experience. Maybe don't. She didn't deny it. Like I said, I didn't do it. I said you did. You didn't deny it. You never said you didn't do it. I said I didn't do it. You said you did. You didn't even say you didn't do it. So you didn't deny it. No, it's not. Do you hear that? People love drama. What's the song name? You guys ask for the song name, but you don't say where. Like on my phone or on the TV. That's what I don't understand. Like, you have to be specific. Oh, I love drama so much. I just play me like that was like the same thing with Shorty Babe, right? You went and told her I was talking bad about her when all I said was people shouldn't bully her. Like, all the time, you guys just do that, and it's annoying. I do mind my business. People need to mind theirs. It's always this comment section and other people going into live streams being messy. Why are you saying this is what happens when people don't get beat up? Is that like a threat or something? Because I wouldn't do that on a live stream. All I said about Shorty Babe was people shouldn't bully her to the point where she's upset. That's all I said. I didn't say anything rude about her. Then she goes on live stream making fun of my situation and being a big bully to her millions of followers. You know, and then when people bully her, oh, like, okay, I get it that people shouldn't bully people, but you bullied me based off of pieces of clips that people sent you. And when I defend myself, it's a problem, right? My stomach is gonna hurt again because I ate that cheese. What about MG? What about MG? I did talk about her before because I said people should not bully her to the point where she's so upset that she's like, what is it? People shouldn't bully her to the point where she's so upset she wants to get off social media. That's all I said. I didn't say anything bad about her. What did I say? Nothing. People went, after we went live together, people went to her comment section saying like, oh, she said, they were like saying that I said I wanted to fight her, which that wasn't true. I never said I wanted to fight her. After we got off live, like, it was awkward because we were really awkward on the live. And then like she left and I didn't say anything. I just continued my live stream. And then people were like, going to her live saying I wanted to fight her. That was crazy. No, I had to burp, that's why. Like, and then I didn't, like, all of a sudden all I know is that people were like, oh my god, Shorty Bae ate you up on the live stream, like, she dragged you or something like that, and I was like, and then they said it was funny because she made fun of my situation of me living in a room, or having to be evicted when I didn't say nothing to her and actually defended her against the bullying. Oh, BF? I mean, if you call sending somebody $1,000, hey, I mean, I don't know what that looks like to you, but to me it looks awfully different. And I'm not gonna speak or be mean on her because that's what people want. But she follows me. I follow her. I see the videos she's been posting. From what it seems like, these dudes really are just using her. Like, just using her. Like, lost connection. We lost connection. I don't know if that's why we're losing connection, but anyways, I understand that she's relatively young. That's why I don't say anything, because it's not my business to. But like, someone needs to tell her something because it's not cool. Do I have to restart? No, yes, I do like twice. No, I'm not turning it off. Yes, I am a Gemini. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that, like, I've been seeing what's been going on. And, I'm not gonna speak on it because it's not my situation, but it's not a flex when people are rude to you or have their supporters bully you. And, like, you have to understand that if that person really liked you, they wouldn't allow people to bully you. They would have said something. Like, if someone likes somebody, they wouldn't allow them to get bullied, right? It's the same situation that they're saying with Justin Bieber, right? Like, Justin Bieber didn't defend Hailey Bieber when she was getting bullied. Does he really like her? Because, you know, I know, like I said, he doesn't have to speak up. But, you know, if people are saying that off the basis, then if you really like someone, you wouldn't let them get hurt by other people. You would defend them. Do I think I'm chronically online? Obviously, because I get paid, right? It's my job. I have to be chronically online. That's about MG. I don't like MG. We should know this. She made that horrible video which people don't want to acknowledge, right? Where she was singing the song from Harriet Tubman that was like, what was it? The song from Harriet Tubman about slavery, and she made a video about Tyree Nichols and she sang that song, and instead of saying take my people with me, she said take more your people with me, but it sounded like she said more.
I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me, together we are going to a brand new home.
Like I said, like I said earlier, Justin doesn't have to defend his wife, but if it's off the logic of what people are saying, like if he doesn't protect his girlfriend from being bullied, he doesn't like her. That's in another situation that I'm talking about. If that person really loved that person, they wouldn't allow them to get bullied by their supporters. They would have said something. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. I forget. Oh, MG. So Mary Grace also had made a video, right, when she did the Tyree Nichols video saying take your people with me because she's not black. She said take more people with me, because she couldn't say take my people. And she went like that, like Black Lives Matter. And not only that, she made a video where she poured soda on the floor and rolled around in it at Walmart. And I'm pretty sure 100% that she didn't even clean up that mess. And who do you think has to clean that mess? The people that work at Walmart. You're pouring soda on the floor and you're sliding around in it like you're some little kid. Like, grow up. Like, and I don't want to hear people say, well, she's autistic. That doesn't give someone with a disability the right to use their disability to do stuff like that. You know better. Common sense. You're pouring orange soda around and sliding around the floor on it and not even cleaning it up and laughing. Mary Grace. There's a video where Mary Grace, MG, she goes by MG, she poured soda on the floor and she slid around in her onesie. She was like on the floor, literally like sliding around and rolling around in the soda. MG is a girl who literally left a comment under my video saying that she was disappointed by the stuff she found out about me when she had a bunch of stuff that she got exposed for. And so that's why, this, whatever it is, started. Because people love the back and forth between people and lives. And it's crazy. They love to go say, well, she's talking about you. She's like, when it comes to Mary Grace, when it comes to Leslie, when it comes to Shorty Bay. So I had said something because she commented, and apparently there was this video which someone sent to me which was debunked, okay? But the thing is that she said there was a video, I don't remember what she was apologizing for. She said she only apologized so people would leave her alone. So anytime she apologizes, she says the reason why she apologizes is so that people will leave her alone. And that's crazy because you don't really mean your apology then. Like, someone secretly recorded you saying that. That's crazy. And it's annoying because these people love to go say, you're talking about so-and-so. Yeah, sometimes I do because I get annoyed. I'm tired of people literally like coming into my situation when they don't know the full story or what's going on with these people, because these people have been bothering me for a long time and I'm sick of it. Leslie had been bothering me for years. Pleasant is still bothering me, thinking that I messaged her asking her for a place to stay, like if I would want to stay with you. And people literally called you out and said that that was not me, and you still continue to believe it was me. I would never ask you for a place to stay. Let's just be totally honest. Like, that's crazy. Because they mentioned me, and someone in the comment section mentioned MG and said, what do I think about MG? So I'm speaking. Thank you, because they asked me in the comment section. Like, I said I don't agree with what MG did. Whenever she says she apologizes, she says she only apologizes for the simple fact is so people will leave her alone. She poured soda on the floor and slid around in it. Didn't even clean that up. And who do you think has to clean that up? The people at Walmart? That's not funny. You're creating extra work for people that already have extra work. I've seen how bad Walmart gets. People go into the arts and crafts section spreading glitter all over, like opening the glitter and pouring it all over. I've seen people actually who, older people who, have mental health problems, and it's not a joke, but they go into Walmart and they just like cause messes. People leave a bitten chicken everywhere. They take the grapes and eat some of the grapes and leave it. Like, they'll eat some of the food while they're walking around, not pay for it, and leave it there. Walmart workers have a hell of a hard job going around aisle to aisle, having to clean all the messes people leave. And on top of that, if you're tee-heeing while you're pouring soda on the floor and sliding on it, that is literally hard work that you're creating for those workers to have to clean up. I'm not gonna apply at Walmart. I don't like retail. That's one thing. I was training for retail. I hate retail. I could not do retail. I hate it. People take the clothes, like especially when I was training at Goodwill, they'll take the clothes and if it falls on the floor, they'll leave it on the floor. Like pick it up and put it back on the rack. It's not that hard. Like you literally leave clothes falling on the floor because you're too lazy to pick it up. I could already tell just what your house looks like because you're too lazy to pick up something you dropped on the floor from the floor and you want to leave it. It's crazy. These people literally create extra work for someone who doesn't need the extra work. They don't get paid enough. And most of the times, some of these jobs don't allow people to work overtime. They literally tell you to go home because they don't want to pay you overtime. I know because I worked at Dunkin. They always told me to go home when I didn't finish because they said, we can't have you overtime. Of course you can't because you don't want to pay people overtime. You just saw the part where I was talking about the hygiene part where my boss bullied me and literally the lady said no one called and said that I smelled bad, that she was lying. And tried to tell me you need to buy, I think it's the laundry soap they're using, but she said clothes soap. I think it's the clothes soap that you're using. You need to get better clothes soap. I was only making $200 there because she told me I had to work up towards minimum wage. You think I got money while I have to pay for a phone bill? I had to give $100 to my parents because I lived there, and that's all I was making at the time was $200. $50 of it went for my phone bill and the other $50 went for expenses or spending money because that's all I had was $50 left. Does this lady think that I got money to buy expensive soap when we were buying our soap at the dollar store because that's all I could afford? I was not even making a living wage. Like I could have literally sued, but it's too late because it's been years. Like she literally took me for a ride. She was blaming me for things. She gave me the job because my dad talked her into giving me a job. She said, I'm giving you the job, but you still have to do the interview. And I was like, okay, fine. She gave me the job, and then all of a sudden, she just didn't want to no longer employ me, right? She knew I had a learning disability, which is why I got treated the way I got treated, which is crazy to me because she had a relative or a family member, I don't know if that was her son, who has Down syndrome, and she wouldn't like if people treated him differently because of his disability, the way I got treated. That's crazy. He was older. He was older. An older person who was disabled. And the way that I got treated, I wouldn't want that to happen to someone else. And she would know better, right? She wouldn't want someone to treat him differently because of his disability. But she treated me differently because of my disability. Then she no longer wanted to employ me, right? She wanted to take back her offer, and she started doing little things to try to get reasons to fire me. She blamed me for the oven breaking down when it wasn't my fault, and we told her the oven was broken and she blamed me. She got mad. She sent me to go to the bathroom to clean the bathroom. I was like, okay. Sure enough, she's like, the oven's broken, we have to shut it down. She thought she could do everything herself, so let her. She couldn't even hire a manager, mind you. Every time that she found one person who wanted to be manager. They went on vacation to Vegas, said they would come back, never came back, quit. The whole time I worked there was no manager. It was her. She's the general manager for both stores. So the one that I worked at, I think both of them actually was Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins. She could never find a manager. She would hire high school students and they would quit. They wouldn't even last a week. It's like, why do you keep hiring these young people who keep quitting. One guy said, which was funny, I've never heard anyone say this in my lifetime. He said he was gonna quit to become a farmer and spread love to the world. I was like, have you ever heard anyone quit like that? Because that was the craziest way for someone to quit. And one guy literally pretended to be in jail just to quit. Because apparently he was in jail and he didn't show up, and she's like, he needs to show up. He needs to either prove that he bring his jail papers or prove that he was in jail or he's fired. The guy just came for his check, didn't look too happy, and left. And this general manager was also unprofessional, because one of the girls who was working there when I first started literally left to go to a better paying job, which, well, not really a better paying job, but she was going to be a server at a restaurant. The general manager is like, she'll never make it. Watch, she'll be back. You literally talk about your employees like that, your ex-employees. That's crazy. Crazy. Like, you talk badly about your employees. That's not professional. That's unprofessional. But is it professional? Because you shouldn't be working as a general manager if you're going to talk crap about your employees, especially because she didn't even do anything to her. She didn't leave on bad terms. She was actually a good worker. Half of it, like, people literally want to be like, you got fired for bad hygiene. No, I got fired for a slice of cheese. Because they didn't restock when I was off Saturday and Sunday. And when I come in Monday, she tried to blame me and say, well, why did you run out of stuff? You were supposed to have it restocked. And I was like, I didn't work Saturday or Sunday. When she realized, she realized her mistake, because her face said it all. Yeah, you're right. I know I'm right. I keep track and pay attention. Like, come on. And then she was trying to blame me for a slice of cheese because I was making a sandwich. And if you know anything about, you see the screens at McDonald's, those timers are how fast they have to get your sandwiches out. So I had 3 to 4 minutes to get sandwiches out on time. If I didn't get a sandwich out, then I had to be like, can I offer you a donut for the long wait? Because, I didn't get their sandwich out in time. Like, McDonald's is supposed to offer you something if they don't get your, like, hamburger sandwich or whatever in time. So I was making the sandwich, and I was gonna go get the cheese because I had ran out of cheese because they didn't restock it. And she had an issue with me that day. She got mad. And so she was watching me make the sandwich, and she's like, aren't you gonna put the cheese? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna go get it. And she goes, why are you out of cheese? You know how much you're supposed to have stocked in the freezer. And so, I was like, what was it? I was like, I didn't work yesterday. And then she looked at me like, I said, I didn't even work yesterday. I was off. And then her face, the look like she realized I didn't work. And then she was like, go sit down. I'm suspending you for a week. So I'm sitting, the whole like dining room, like Dunkin' Donuts was empty, the dine-in area. And so I'm sitting there, and she's like, you're distracting the customers, go outside. I was like, there's no customers here. What customers, right? So she had me sit at the outside table. The owner comes in, right? I know who he is because he always used to come and like, he always used to say hi to me or whatever. And so he had to come in to sign the paper that I was suspended for a week. And she says, we'll call you if we want you back, right? I was like, okay, whatever. So I like gave the new number because I had my number changed, my phone number. I got no call back, no nothing, very unprofessional. Never said I was fired, never anything. Just like let go of me. She always was finding little reasons to try to fire me, and also blackmailed another employee working there. This other employee no longer wanted to work with her because of how she was treating people. No one wanted to work with her. This one employee claimed that she wanted to work at a Dunkin near where she lived because it was walking distance. That was a lie. And so what happened was that now I can say this, but she was like, don't say anything because at the time, I was not gonna say anything to other coworkers and then they tell the general manager and she gets fired. Now it's fine. But the lady that worked there was like, she told me if I go to another job that she will give me a bad report and I'll never be able to work anywhere else. She like literally blackmailed her into working there and told her that if she went to because she was applying at the other place, that if she went to work somewhere else that she would give her a bad report. Now, why would you do that being a general manager? That's very unprofessional. She literally gaslit that guy into working, right? The guy that said he wanted to quit, become a farmer, and spread love to the world ended up not quitting and being stuck to have to work there because she talked him into it, or literally gaslit him into coming back to work. For some reason, I don't know what she told him over the phone, but he came back to work. He never quit. Most of the people who worked there were like high school students who would work there and would quit. So every morning I would eat a banana with whipped cream, right? Then she started having issues and being like, you need to eat at home. You're not supposed to eat when you come here. It's like, I get up early, right? I got up at like 4 in the morning. I had to be at work at 5 before the store opened at 6. And so when I would get there, I would eat right before the store opened. Like the store isn't even open yet. Like it's not even open. I'm not even on like the clock. That is crazy. I didn't have time to eat breakfast when I was at home because I had to get cleaned up and get ready for work. And so then the guy that trained me, his name was Chris. He worked on the sandwich station, right? And that's where she put me, and I felt bad because he worked there and he was gonna have to do coffee, and I do the sandwich station. Now I could see why he hated doing the sandwich station, because I hated doing the sandwich station. And so he told me, when you work the sandwich station, after you're done and you clock out, you can get a sandwich, a free sandwich. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever, right? Like that's what I was told. So then here I was making me sandwiches. When I got off of work, I made me a special sandwich. It's not on the menu, but it was my special sandwich. So I took 2 Texas toast, which is called Texas toast, a sausage, and like 2 pieces of bacon. I don't like the fried egg or whatever, so I would bake me that sandwich every time I got off work. When I would clock out, I would make me the sandwich and like wrap it and take it and eat it, right? So I was doing that because that's what he said. He literally told me, when you make a sandwich, right? When you're making the sandwiches, after you clock out, you get a free sandwich. I was like, okay. So then there was a manager that did work there when I started, but she quit to go to a better paying job because she was struggling to pay her bills, so she got a better paying job somewhere else, and she took it. And so every day I used to serve me ice cream with fudge every day because it was Baskin Robbins Dunkin' Donuts mix. And so she never said anything to me. She literally even made remarks to the fact that I ate ice cream every day with fudge, and she would make jokes like, "You must really love ice cream," or something like that, right? And I would wait until after I was done working. I don't eat ice cream on the job, guys. I would wait until after I was done working and I was eating ice cream. Then I started making me sandwiches, right? So sometimes I would eat just a sandwich, sometimes I would get ice cream, vice versa. Or sometimes, and I used to make me the banana mango smoothie. That's really good. At Dunkin', I always used to make myself that and drink it too every day because that was really good. But anyways, so the general manager, well, I was making a sandwich, right? Or no, I think it was the ice cream first. So I had served me some ice cream and I was getting ready to eat it. And then she's like, "You have to pay for that, right?" And I was like, "Okay, whatever." So I paid for it. I was like, "No," because the last manager I said didn't even say anything to me. Like, she would watch me serve ice cream and would not tell me how to pay for it. That's crazy. Like, okay, so I was like, "You know what? Okay, fine, I guess I'll just pay for it. I'm not gonna argue because I'll just pay for it. It's fine." And then what happened is that the sandwiches, right? Then it was like after a while after, I went to make me a sandwich and I went to go sit down and eat it, and I made me the sandwich and she's like, "You have to pay for that, right? Everything is half off for employees. Like, it's half off, but you have to pay for it." And I was like, I was told, because when Chris told me, right, when he was training me, he said that I get a free sandwich every time I work the sandwich station, that I get a free sandwich. The other coworker, Kathy, she walked up and she was like, "Yeah, I was told the same thing." And she goes, "No." And then they have a chart, which no one told me there was a chart, right? And she said, "This is the stuff that you get free. If you have the special Dunkin' cup, you get drinks free, like any coffee you want all day, every day free. But I'm not a coffee person, so I drank the banana mango smoothie every day." And so she was like, obviously I knew about the drinks. And then she's like, "You get one free donut or one bagel. That's it." And I was like, "Okay, whatever. I'm not going to argue." So I just paid for it. I was like, "You know what? Because we would get tips, but we had to wait till everyone got $10, which sucked. So when someone tipped you through the window, it didn't go to you. Or if they tipped you, like this lady would tip me all the time because she said, you make the best sandwiches." Like, she would always tell me that, right? And so the tips, we had to wait till everyone got $10, so we couldn't take our tip home until night shift, the graveyard shift, which is night shift, because Dunkin' Donuts is 24 hours. So the night shift, the afternoon shift, and the morning shift. Thank you for the gift points. We had to wait until, I don't know why I keep saying gift coins. Anyways, we had to wait until all of the people got their tips. So we didn't get to take home. If someone tipped to us, we didn't get to take it. It's not and it's like that when you serve in restaurants too. You have to share your tips with everyone who worked that night. That's what sucks. Is if someone tips you, you don't get your full tip. You have to split it with your coworkers, right? And so then, okay. So this lady would tip me all the time. There was one time, the manager was still working there, but she was leaving, she was quitting. And so there was one time where the general manager, because she was always trying to find little things to fire me for, she said someone called and said the sandwiches are burnt. I was like, I'm not even burning sandwiches. Like, I was not. And she's like, she's lying. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. I see you making the sandwiches, and you're not making them burnt. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. And I was like, okay. She was like, just try to, like, I don't know what it was. You know, she's the manager. She has to say something because the general manager is saying something. So she had to say something, right? Because she's the manager, and the general manager would have got mad at her if she didn't say anything. But she was like, I don't know what she's talking about, whatever. I was like, okay. I just went back to making sandwiches like normal. Like, this lady would try to find like every little thing to fire me for no reason. And the only time the highest pay I got was like $400 because I worked overtime. Because they had me work overtime because the person who was supposed to come in was late coming in. Otherwise, they usually they send me home when it's overtime. They're like, it's overtime, we can't have you here. You need to clock out and go home. We can't have you overtime. The only time they had me overtime once was when the person was late. There was... Thing is this guy, which literally annoyed me, right? If they were so concerned about hygiene, right? This guy would come in with a dirty black shirt, like, right? Because we had to wear those white polo shirts, like uniforms. We had to wear white polo shirt, a button-up shirt, or a Dunkin Donut shirt, which we were allowed to wear, which said Dunkin Donuts on it. That's why I have the blue Dunkin Donut shirt, so we could buy a special shirt that if we didn't want to wear the polo, we could buy that shirt and wear it. And I was like, I'll buy this shirt because I don't really like wearing the polo. But she was like, when we have inspections, you have to wear the polo. So, but anyways, so we had to wear a button-up polo shirt and dark jeans, dark. And so he would come in with his shirt all black and like his apron all dirty and black. And he served the sandwiches. And like, they wouldn't say anything to him. Thank you for the gift points. Or the gift coins. I really like that one, the pancake. Anyways, like, he would come like dirty black shirts, like dirty apron, and they wouldn't say anything, right? And there was one time, this is crazy to me, right? Cause you know, we have to, she told us all that we had to start wearing hairnets, not started to, like, she never said that we had to like wear hairnets. When I first was there, you know, right? I didn't, like, I had to have my hair up, obviously. I always had my hair in a bun, and I had the visor that, you know, like that visor cap they make you wear that like blocks the hair from, like, you know. So I had to wear my hair up. I never wore my hair down. And I remember, I'm not the one who serves the donuts, but I remember one time this lady like claimed she got a hair in her donut, right? And she called and she said she had a hair in her donut. And she had told us, right? She told all of us because she called us. And she said, we have to start wearing hairnets because someone found a hair in their donut, right? And so one of the coworkers said, did she bring the donuts in and show that there was a hair in it? Like, she needs to bring the donuts in and like show us like there was a hair in it. She goes, no, I just told her that she can come and get a new batch. Like, anyone could literally make a claim that their whole batch of donuts has a hair in it, and you're just going to give them free donuts. So they get two dozen free donuts and don't have to pay for it. That's crazy, right? So, anyways, like, she literally made a claim and didn't even have to even prove that she had a hair in her donuts. Well, it would be disgusting. You're saying like that's disgusting. If there was actually a hair in it, how do we know? Anyone could make a claim and not bring it in. She should have brought the box in. If there was a hair in her donuts, why didn't she bring the box in? That's like someone who says, oh, that hamburger was nasty, but they ate the whole hamburger. And they're like, can I get a refund? But that Dunkin' Donuts, if you look it up, has a lot of bad reviews. People complaining about how poor the service is, how poor the management is, how no one literally helped them. It's bad. It's not even better. And when you're talking about the management, that was like after I left Dunkin' Donuts, that they were talking how bad it was. If you're saying it's better because I'm not there, you're lying. That was after I was not working there. I'm pretty sure there's recent reviews. And it wasn't me, because I'm not management. When you're talking about management, you're talking about a manager. I said, but I started talking about Shorty Bay because I saw several comments where someone said I was talking about someone, and then there was someone else who had joined, and I was like so confused. Well, not confused, I was answering a bunch of questions. And so, yeah. No, I'm not talking about Shorty Bay. I'm talking about someone else. That wasn't alive. I don't know enough about the Willow Project. Yeah, Shorty Bay is an amazing person. So why do you guys literally like come in my comment section acting like if I say some horrible stuff about her? Because I know people are gonna send the video saying like she's lying. She definitely was talking about you. Yeah, I was. Because I'm tired. Here's the thing that was annoying me. I wasn't trying to be rude. Like I get it that people literally love the drama or whatever, but it's just that like it annoys me when people come to the defense of people when they don't know what's going on. Like when I'm not friends with those people in the Discord, let's just be truthfully honest. Those people literally talk about people's kids. They talk about people's job status. People who it's none of their business. They literally sit in there and talk about Aunt Karen all the time. They talk about Randall. Like, you watch Randall every day. Could not be me. I don't give Randall views. The last time I ever had an interaction with Randall was like the live stream that I joined, and that was it. But when I went live with him and told him off, and Randall literally said, F you, F you. He said the F word. He cussed at us. Remember, this is a pastor who cusses. And literally like said, frick you, frick you, frick you, frick you, frick you. Yeah, he cussed. I was on the live stream when I called him out. Because I literally went on there and called him Mr. Cholesterol. He wanted to be up in the live stream. And he literally, never showed proof that he was a veteran. He was saying it was sensitive subject because people told me hop in the live, like, so I did. He wanted to try to say that people are not allowed to say anything about him even though it's made public, and they're allowed to. It's on the internet. If it's on the internet, people have allowed to comment on it, are allowed, because he told a woman that her autistic child should be unalived because her child's autistic, which is crazy. So if it's out there, people are gonna speak on it. He said no one has a right to speak on it, that people need to stay out of people's business, and that you wouldn't get into a fight if it was happening on the street. He said if two people were fighting in the street, you wouldn't jump in the middle of that. And I said no, because obviously it's not my place, but on social media it's different. He goes, no, that's the same. And we all know the live stream where he tried, and then I told him, what about the stolen valor, right? Him claiming he's a veteran. And he wanted to lie and then gaslight and say, if I show you my ID, you're gonna feel really stupid. He never showed his ID. He danced around showing his ID, and how some people in there literally believing him, which is insane. He never showed his ID to prove that he's literally a veteran, right? And then this is the infamous live stream where he went on live and he literally said, I own TikTok and y'all get views because you mention me. I own TikTok. I give y'all the views. That was a live stream where I called him Mr. Cholesterol. I called him Mr. Cholesterol. And, like, he was like, I own TikTok. And I give y'all those views. You get views because of me. I get more views than you, blah, blah, blah. I get more viewers on my live stream than he does. And I even literally told him, I said, you try and be Aunt Karen so bad, which he was. Like, he literally said, no, don't, like, stop lying. He literally, right, he needs to quit lying. He literally, like, wanted to, like, have a court, like, Aunt Karen, right, after Aunt Karen, right? He went on Aunt Karen's court. Then he tried to, like, say he wanted to be a judge, saying that he's a judge because he knows the Bible. Okay, that's crazy. You're literally telling people that you're a judge because you know, like, scripture. That's crazy. And so then he said, oh, I know the scripture, so that makes me a judge. And then he wanted to get a robe. And you want to know something? His first guest that he wanted to have on his court was Aunt Karen. He wanted Aunt Karen to come to his court. And the only reason why I got on the live stream is because my dad's a veteran, and I have family members who are active duty, and you're literally out here pretending to be I don't know if it was Navy or whatever it was. That's crazy. That's why I had an issue with it. And I don't care if people think that it was wrong for me to speak up and say something. I did, because you're not gonna sit here and get stuff from the army. What is that place called? Salvation Army. You're not gonna sit up here and get clothes from the Salvation Army and dress up and pretend you're a veteran. Getting veteran discounts at restaurants is crazy. He went to the extent of getting clothes from the Salvation Army, where you know they have like people who probably donated their military clothing, and literally went and actually got his clothes from the Salvation Army, dressed up to get a veteran's discount at a restaurant, and is sitting there eating and got called out, right? I don't know if it was him, there might have been someone else, but he did get called out for, like, lying, stolen valor, trying to say that he was a veteran when he was not, and said that he needed to pay for his whole meal. That to me is crazy. You're going to the extent of going to restaurants to get free meals. Not free meals, because it's a veteran's discount. Obviously, he pays less for the meal, but that's crazy. And so anyways, that's why I hopped up there. And then on the live stream, he was like, I'll take anyone on. I'll fight everyone. He was in live stream and I was like, let me up there. I'll eat him up. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Respectfully, you don't get 1,000 people in your live stream like me. You want to brag about views and about likes? Your videos, no one likes them. They're trash. To be totally honest with you, you only get like, what, 10 likes, 1 view? But you're out here bragging that if you own TikTok, then why are your views so low? Wouldn't you have a lot of views if you were the owner of TikTok? Live in your own delusions. Delusions of grandeur. Delusions of grandeur. Because let's just be honest, just because you can ask Alexa who you are does not mean you're famous. He literally sat here and said because Alexa can search him up and knows exactly who he is, he's famous. You can search me up on Google. If you search up Tofia Chu, I come up all over the internet. That doesn't mean I'm famous. if that's the case by your logic, then I'm famous. Because if you type in Tofia Chu on Google, I come up all over. No, actually, my videos come up. Bio information about me, my status of like what my net worth is. It's not for horrible things, actually. It's just my profiles, like my Instagram, my TikTok. Mostly my TikTok videos come up, like my bio, like who am I dating, what's my age, what's my height, what's my net worth. Yeah, it does. If you want me to, I can show you. My phone's about to die. It's like literally dark, so hold on. Has my Instagram. Has my account. Know your meme. They made a meme. There's a Reddit, which, literally, this is 1 month ago saying, like, I'm the definition of evil, which I mean, it's your opinions. I really don't care. Why does it keep, like, trying to go here? That's crazy. Okay. The McDonald's thing. Ugly mothers make ugly children. That's a horrible, like, page. Whatever it is, blog. That is messed up. I mean, if ugly mothers make ugly children, then you must be the ugly child that your mother made. Because to talk about me like that is crazy. You want to make fun of me and my family? Well, I could take it there with you. Because you, and if you have siblings, are probably ugly because your mother made ugly children. And I could go even further, but I will stop right there. Because you shouldn't, like I said, people need to leave me alone. Station head and encyclopedia. That is crazy. See what my net worth is. People said I'm worth 100,000. Yeah. I bet you I am not. IdleNet. Oh wow. It says that I'm worth between 100,000 and 1 million. Net worth 100K to 1 million. Wow. This TikTok star is famous for posting comedy trend videos. Has gained 150,000 followers. September 22nd, 2016. Which has amassed 1,000 followers. They're talking about my Instagram. Let's see what this one says. All right. Oh, this doesn't say. Oh, here it says. Nope, it doesn't say. Maybe I should contact them and be like, I'm worth $1 million. Because that's what the other one says. So like, oh my gosh, she fetishizes Asians. Oh my god, right? But they're not going to tell you what they do, right? They're only going to tell you what I do. But they're not going to tell you how they're racist towards me, how they said racism ends racism, how they doxed me, how they sent random people to my apartment, how they got me evicted, how they've been sending me threats, how they told me to unalive myself, made fun of my ED, or victim shamed me and told me I was never essayed. They won't tell you any of that, but they'll tell you what I did. But they won't tell you that they did the same things. I'm not saying they're accusing, well, yeah, they're accusing me of, and I'm not saying it in like a light sense because I know that there's videos. I'm not denouncing those videos, but they're cropped, and it's not the full live stream. And in order for people to get context, they would have had to seen the whole. They would have had to have seen the whole live stream to get context. But you know, people don't really understand that videos can be cropped to make it look like you said something you didn't say, and they want to say that that's not true, but it is true. They also literally said, which as you can see, they're like, who lies about ED? Why would I lie about an ED? Why would I lie about it when you're looking at my weight? Like, you're literally looking at me, right? Like, if you could see, like, literally, I'm lying, but I'm literally telling that people, I'm telling that person why you guys are hating on me, and you're just being negative in the comment section, proving my point. But yet you want people to believe you, right? Like, I literally didn't denounce that there was videos. I literally said that there's videos out there. I literally said that I'm not going to sit here and say that there aren't, or say that people are attacking me for no reason. I've been truthful. You see, then you want to sit here and do something like be negative and then say I'm lying. But you were just negative and then afterwards called me a liar. So who looks like a liar, me or you? Not the brightest idea to do that. Where did I victimize myself when I said there's videos out there? Does that sound like I'm victimizing myself when I literally said there's videos out there? I don't think a victim, someone who's victimizing themselves, wouldn't say that. They would say something like, oh, there's nothing. Like, there's no videos, there's nothing about me, they're all lying. Like, that's a victim. It's not victimizing when you're telling people that it's wrong to be racist. There's like a difference. You guys have to understand the difference, right? You are literally like calling out someone and canceling someone for being racist, but turning around and being racist. So it's okay for you? Because I remember the last live stream that I had, people was calling me a gorilla. Like, literally, that person said, why are people rude to her? And I told them the truth, and then you proceeded to be rude to me and then say I was lying. It doesn't look good for you. What? Do you think you're famous? It's about that time where I'm gonna make a shirt that literally says I'm not famous, because do I think I'm famous? No. I was being sarcastic. I never said I was famous. I said I'm not famous. I don't know where you got that from. You have to understand the difference between famous and famous on an app. When someone says they're famous on an app, that does not mean that they think they're famous, period. Do you not know the difference of being famous on an app versus being famous in real life? Famous on an app, I have 200,000 followers plus, right? Famous on an app means the millions of people on that app know who I am because I exist on that app. Thousands of people see my videos daily. One video that I had recently posted literally hit 1 million views. So when you say something like, do you think you're famous? Like, not real life, on an app, of course. On the app. Words mean everything. You have to know the difference. Words really mean everything.